With a common denominator.
And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Let's talk about something important. Put that coffee down.
I'm not here to waste your time.
Everyone has access to the information. We just know how to analyze it better.
Where else you gonna have this much fun?
You the man. Todd Father.
Show me the money.
What I've been doing, had to triple my bag. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Yeah. Had to triple my bag.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, it's no trick to make a lot of money. All you want is to make a lot of money.
What is going on, guys? Welcome to another live episode of Learn Crypto. My name is Nick Hellman.
I'm Todd Butterfield.
We got a lot of things to talk about. Everything crypto, stock, and commodity, technical analysis, fundamental analysis, and news. Of course, a lot of people are saying Bitcoin is looking weak here, but one count that Todd has had for over a week now is starting to say otherwise, as we have hit the A, the B, and the C. Can this triangle complete, leading to another high here in Bitcoin and Litecoin as well? We're going to talk about the Binance Trust Wallet, how they're now accepting major cryptocurrencies. You can simply put major credit cards to buy cryptocurrencies, and are even going to be adding some of your favorite Ripple XRP. Love it or hate it, I think that is bullish for the XRP coin, and bullish for the entire ecosystem, as now new people or yourself can just get on Binance's Trust Wallet, put in your credit card, and go ahead and dollar cost average into some cryptocurrencies. And then lastly, as far as a news article, we haven't talked about it as of late, but Overstock, a traditional company that rose from the ashes riding Bitcoin's tail, as the CEO and president is very pro-Bitcoin, and they were implementing a lot of cryptocurrency aspects into their traditional company. They have died as far as Bitcoin is concerned. They have fallen all the way back down with this crypto ecosystem. Is now the time that maybe be looking at that as a potential buying opportunity from the traditional markets? And what are they doing as of late? So I have an article on that as well. What do you have to add, Todd?
Not too much. Anxious to go over some of these charts.
Shout out to everybody in here, new and old, that is getting in here.
Spanish chicken in the building. What's up, Patrick Rooney?
Patrick Rooney. The $10 super chat before even said anything. Keep up the good work, boys. Well, we appreciate that. And if you have a question, comment, or concern, make sure to throw it out there, because now we're obligated to answer anything that you put in that chat box. Keep it PG, of course.
A cocktail from the Rooney tonight.
Let's see what we got going on at Coin Market Cap. $134.25 billion. That's okay. Bitcoin dominance still to 51.2%. Nothing really going on there. But hey, we are slight green in a lot of these large cap cryptos. Bitcoin at $39.12, up slightly for the day. Ethereum up slightly, trying to push back to $135. And XRP, who has had some news today, still not reacting well. Even off the Coinbase listing, it struggled, limped above 33 cents. We're now still at 31 cents. Really down for the day, even with some of this news coming out of Binance and other sources. Litecoin up 2.8% to $57. If you're in our Discord, you know that we had a price target of $60 to $62. On the last rally, we hit just above 59, so our sells did not click in, but we did not panic sell down when we had that wick overnight at $52. Hopefully you guys didn't either, because the counts were saying we're going higher, and boom, up another $5, up to $57 overnight. What are the big winners for today? Crypto.com chain, that is a scam. No, I don't really know that. Never heard of it. And it says $715,000 in volume, up 147%. Getting it up to number 32 in the top 100 crypto by market capitalization. Zcoin, up 30%. But giving back a lot of those gains there. Zcoin has been one in the news with Binance. Doing some research paper Binance put out, so that helped the price action a lot there. Maxim Coin and Cash Shout out to all the holders of those. If you scroll down a little further with some cryptos that we hold, VeChain up 17%. Decred up 11%. At one point was up 45%. Those in the Discord, we said to sell it. Some people did happen to take advantage of it, including Dustin, if you are in here. So he went ahead and added another 30% Decred to his bag. I did the same. And we got Digibyte, of course. This is one that we've been talking about. Everybody always asks about it. And the charts technically have not been looking that great, but this is one that we've continued to say, if you got extra Satoshis or spare change, throw it in Digibyte. I believed it was undervalued last week, and at one point today, it was up over 23%. I do have a sell order in there on Digibyte at 465 sats, or 445 sats, I believe. If you want to try to key off those levels, those are the levels I am keeping my eyes on. All right, let's throw it to the man with the plan, taking us all to Lambo land. Let's see what the charts are saying. And, I'm seeing a lot of people out there, oh, man, Bitcoin's looking so weak. But our buys and this count that you've had on there for over a week now is starting to look pretty good.
Everyone keeps kind of flip-flopping, selling weakness, buying strength, etc. So I had this triangle count here. I think we're still doing this. It's not exactly clean, and lots of exchanges will look a little different. But I still think we're doing a triangle here, which will lead to a move to 4,500. I had stated I thought a lot of alts would maybe try to come alive. That's kind of happening. We're getting different alts jumping alive, like Nick just said. Interesting thing, this is Bitfinex long shorts. You see it is backing off here. So that's pretty good considering we're holding higher levels. And makes me more comfortable. We're doing a triangle here with this backing off now, getting ready to come back into the orange area. So I think that's good. And then let's go to Litecoin. This is the long and shorts here. Anywhere here. I've showed this before. I'm not sure why it's not on this chart, but this is definitely a high level of shorts here on the red line when it pops up. So you can see that kind of dug us out here for the wave 1. Here, shorts increase, gave us a wave 3. And shorts are still extremely high up here. They're not backing off. Longs did back off here even in the last day or so. Yesterday, people were looking for corrections. I did state even here at 57.33 that I thought we would probably slow up and maybe work sideways, correct a little bit of the excesses before we go higher. We did come down and do a spring here, which is springs and uptrends. You want to buy if you're following Wyckoff. So the 52 move didn't really scare me. I thought we'd try to put it back together. Technometer's been around 43 to 44 on Litecoin. So not a buy point like we've had here numerous times on the lows. So I didn't actually have a buy on that break because we haven't had hardly any selling is the real reason. And but I'm guessing probably we're still in a wave 5 here, and we're just doing a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and could maybe continue to extend higher here. So short term, I'd hate to see that 52 level give away now. That'd be a little very short term. But with short still so high, longs not elevated, I think we're going to try to keep just working higher. So that's my thought there.
So during that first run, you weren't in total agreement with me, but I had that price target of 60 to 62. Now that we've had this little bit of a pullback with the spring down there, you're kind of assuming that if it gets past 60, it's probably going to explode higher to get more in that 68 to 72 level.
And you're going to flesh out these shorts, I think. Again, I do Wyckoff. I throw Elliott Wave on here because everybody on crypto Twitter is all over Elliott Wave. Most of them don't know what they're doing. So I throw Wyckoff on there that I truly believe in coming off the software. But the Elliott Wave, these things could change. This could be a 1, 2, 1, 2, which means we're ready to explode. We did. A lot of people was calling this a little diagonal that overlaps a little bit. And it looks a little bit that way, which means the top's already in and we're going to collapse here. Again, I'm not going for that count. I still, I like the way I've got it counted here, and I've had no real issues. And Litecoin's kind of leading the way. So Bitcoin, needs to dig in here and get things moving. And so far I'm comfortable with that call. So you can go ahead and take a bag, and I'm going to go over some stock things and a few other
awesome. Well,
It
since
is.
we are on YouTube, we are obligated to say make sure to hit that like, share, and subscribe button if you like what we do, whether it's on these live shows or the plethora of recorded videos we have on our YouTube homepage, from interviews with John McAfee and Charles Hoskinson, reviews on various projects, and recorded technical analysis. Also, we like to give away crypto almost every show. Of course, this is going to be a Rapids RPD giveaway, so simply like this video, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and leave a comment in the comment section below with your RPD wallet address or your Telegram handle if you are in the Rapids Tip Bot group. A couple good news to go with this giveaway. The Rapids community has taken first place in 3 polls in a row and second place in the best masternode of 2019 that was put on by masternodes.pro. The other ones were the Blocknet, which is a decentralized exchange. RPD will be getting a free listing there coming soon. Sato Wallet, which is a universal mobile and desktop wallet. RPD will be integrated into that wallet coming soon. And then MyCoin Container, which is a pooled staking and masternode hosting site. And Rapids, again, will be getting a free integration there as well. With the being voted one of the best masternodes for 2019, you are going to see some free Rapids advertisement on masternodes.pro. If you want to learn more about the ROI as far as return on investment for masternode stakings, etc., go over to masternodes.pro, check out Rapids, but you can look at others like Dash, as Pivx, are major masternode cryptocurrencies that you've probably heard of, as well as Horizon with Zen. So we talked about it briefly in the beginning. Binance Trust Wallet adds support for XRP and credit card payments. Cryptocurrency exchange Binance's official wallet, the Trust Wallet, now lets users buy cryptos with credit cards. The new payment option is being offered in partnership with the Israeli-based payments processor Simplex. At this time, the exchange said Trust Wallet is adding support for XRP, the third largest cryptocurrency by market capitalization. Trust Wallet users can now therefore purchase XRP, Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, and Ethereum with major credit and debit cards. Now, this is why we always say that a large portion of your portfolio should be in the large cap cryptocurrencies. As you notice, all of these new applications for purchasing cryptos, as well as all the institutional platforms, are only going to, at least at first, be involved or have integrations for these large cap cryptos. Where the money can flow on finite supply resources is where you're going to see the biggest price appreciation. As these start to run, of course, people are going to take profits on these and move it into their favorite altcoins and favorite gems. So we're going to see that cyclical value happen there. But this is why I believe that these are low-risk investments as far as cryptocurrency space is considered, and where your portfolio really needs to be moving into this next bull cycle as new investors and in new institutions move their money into this ecosystem. Let's do this giveaway real quick, and then we'll toss it back to Todd. And I haven't really had a chance to look in the comment section just yet, but we'll talk about that. And somebody's saying DCR is a buy now. I'll let you know what we did over in our Patreon and Discord and where we actually bought it back as well. All right, here we go. The giveaway is from our last live show. If you guys haven't watched it, of course, I'm going to recommend you do that. Go ahead and copy this. And the winner is Josh Ramport. Congratulations, and there is his Telegram handle. That means he is in the Telegram tip bot. So I will shoot it over to Todd, and I will send him his 10,000 RPD with the click of a button.
All right, I'm going to go over a few other things here on stocks. If you get the weekend review from WyckoffSMI.com, it's a free weekly that I write on the weekend. I'd said here Friday I thought the markets had bottomed. We did give a buy on Shopify, which I'm going to show to our pro traders and to the Discord. You can see down here the technometer was oversold, so I thought we'd hardly came off the highs. So I thought we'd start the week with some gains, which we've done. And also in the same light, you got TLT, which is the long bonds. I'm going to say I gave this exact buy as well here live on YouTube. I was saying we had an ABC correction. We were oversold down here at the bottom. I said it was probably a backup to a creek that was jumped, which is really the blue line. And if that was the case, we would move up quickly. So I am long TLT. We are up here at this resistance and also the resistance back here on January 3rd. So I think TLT is going higher. Interest rates are going lower. which probably still keeps stocks staying firm and maybe keeps cryptocurrencies still firm. If you look at a longer term, you can see there's some resistance here with the blue dotted line. We kind of jumped that on big volume, showing here. Then we had pullback on low volume. So this is a jump, that's a backup. And we caught that trade per Wyckoff. So those are the trades you want to try to catch. Here's GDX. I also said it probably was doing a sideways correction here. It was oversold down here at the lower right, and it's now starting to come alive with a good day today. And then I want to show Shopify. This is one I believe I also, you know what, it's not on my computer again. Sorry, Shopify, we gave a buy at 187 and change. I think it was 186 and change. And it went to 203, which is a new recovery high. So we caught that one with the bicycle on the stocks. And then one last trade I haven't done, which I should have pulled the trigger, and I chicken shitted it. Let's go out to a 9-month. You can see here we've given up this uptrend, which is really a shell tragedy story that Bob Evans used to write about in the 40s and 50s. We've given up the uptrend and we kind of kissed it. We have had 5 waves up here. The sell was really this day at the close. My technometer came off a little bit, so I didn't get on it. And really the technometer is oversold now, so I'm looking for some type of bounce to probably get short here. I still think the dollar's headed down, and it's going to help the cryptocurrencies. So that's just a few updates on stocks and bonds. Cool. Do your own research. I am getting audited in the next couple of days for my securities business in the state of Illinois. So do your own research. This is not investment advice. Call your own investment advisor in your state if you really want to put on trades.
There you go. Okay, we have a couple questions in here. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, now is the time to ask. This part of the show, we go to the comment section. So if you have any charts that you want for Todd, throw them in there. Somebody said now is the time to buy for Decred. So for those of you who are watching the crypto charts today, you may have seen that Decred flew up over 40%. It was close to 50%. I saw it as well. I went in my Discord and said historically DCR is very well known for these massive runs and usually gives the gains all back up. So I'd be trailing with a tight stop. Some of you, it did happen very quickly, but you did take advantage of it. And I think Dustin in here, Dustin Nelson, I believe, took advantage of it as well today. It got as high as 63,000 Satoshis or 638,000 Satoshis. We didn't time it perfectly, of course, but we got dang near that. And I said I would be buying back and adding all of that profit back into the DCR bag, essentially giving you another 20 to 30% more Decred coins. Now this bag is even bigger, anywhere below 490,000 Satoshis. Currently, I am looking at the Binance chart. We are currently at 480,000 sats. If you made this trade, or somebody in here that really likes Decred that said, is Decred a buy now, or DCR is a buy now, I think at this level is a good opportunity for some support here. And really, worst case scenario, I think you have a full retrace of the full move, which would put you down around 450,000 Satoshis. So definitely keep an eye on the level right here, and keep an eye on an opportunity to get back in for the full retrace around 450,000 sats. And the historical trend for DCR continues. This has been one that we have been saying we liked all the way when it was around $16, maybe $15, $16. Even after it gave up a majority of its gains today, it is still sitting at $18.59. Another big good buy coming on a fundamentally sound project from the Wyckoff proprietary software.
Hilton Stone.
Josh says, is Theta going to dump? Because I scooped up some more after selling some yesterday. I know the mainnet is not launched yet on Theta, and people are going to be incentivized to hold their Theta through the mainnet because you do get another coin. It's called T-Fuel in a 5-to-1 ratio. Meaning every one Theta you have, you get 5 T-Fuel for holding through the mainnet release. And really, if you are interested in what Theta is doing, I believe after doing some fundamental research, the real value or appreciation of value is going to be coming from T-Fuel, as it is going to be the cryptocurrency that is used for all applications on the Theta platform. And Theta itself really is only going to be used for staking purposes and a little bit of governance purposes over there. So really, I think the Theta coin itself is not going to have near as much value moving forward in utilization as the T-Fuel that you have an opportunity to get from mainnet launch. So we have seen a substantial drop. I was looking, somebody in Discord is like, Nick, are you going to get involved? And I said if it got back to around that 2,000 to 2,300 range, I would get involved. We did get a wick down to 2,900, so not quite there. If we can get one more red bar before this main net, that would really make my day, and I would be hopping on board and trying to hold on to get those 5 free T-Fuels per Theta token.
I see Dustin said, stay out of jail, Todd Father. I presume that means because I was getting the audits, what is it, Thursday morning? Thursday and Friday. But rest assured, I don't do anything illegal. I'm not worried about an audit, except it's just a pain in the ass because they want every records. It's going to keep Carrie busy, and it's just a pain more than anything. But we all know why I got that. That would have been from the Beezy and all his followers continuing to call the state of Illinois, telling them that I'm committing fraud in the cryptocurrency markets. So no biggie. We all know why those guys aren't here, because they have done things that auditors would not be too highly agreeable with. So, but I have no issues. I just got just a headache. That's all it is.
Makilio Kid says, what's up with Dash today? Up pretty good. No major news on Dash. Dash is one that is a solid coin and hasn't had its fair share of pump that we've been seeing out of some of these altcoins. So nothing out of the norm there. I know that's one that you probably hold yourself. Definitely too expensive to have a masternode, at least for the average Joe at this point, but it's still a project that I think is going to be around. Jet says, Dustin, where do I buy it? Is it listed on Binance? I think you're talking about RPD. If you go to rapidsnetwork.io, there is an exchange tab, and you can see all the options. You also can purchase directly with credit card. Even though we talked about that with Binance, you can buy RPD with credit card directly from the website powered by Crypto Wolf.
Yeah, the Cheesy quit and deleted. He's off YouTube from now on. He's only doing, what is it, Patreon? Or Yep, he quit.
Gets mad.
Deleted everything.
Hilton Stone with the $5 super chat. Todd Father back on DGB. What's your thoughts on the current DGB chart? Looks to be holding around 50% of the current pump. I'm looking to buy more. Maybe you can pull up the DGB chart and let us know what you think here in a second.
Done got it.
Oh, done got it. Let's throw it on over there then.
I mean, Digibot, I had said, was acting a little bit weak. Didn't like the action really January, February, but I think from memory I said that it'd probably try to get above this 300 level here. And I would stay friendly because I thought Bitcoin, Litecoin was going to continue higher, and I think the whole crypto universe is bottom. So, and I said I thought alts would slowly come alive, popcorn up here and there on different ones. I think that's what you're seeing. You're just seeing, everyone's limited their longs. They've sold out. They're just on their own. So you're going to see these things pop up. And some will retrace quite a bit, but I think some of these will continue to work higher. And I'm still friendly on the work in the space in general. So that's all. And
Hilton, I believe you're in our Patreon, so maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else, but I'm pretty sure you are. I do have an order. You can go get the exact Satoshi, but I think I have an order to sell DGB at 445 sats. And of course, would be looking to get back in on any kind of re-entry at a lower level.
What?
All right, we're reading a couple more.
OMG, I know. I got asked about that in Discord overnight.
And here's one other question from Harsh Panda. Hey, Nick, do you think private blockchains have a future? Look, I think private blockchains can have a future because they are being built right now. Microsoft is working on a private blockchain. IBM has been working on a private blockchain that they're about to launch themselves. I think they have a future, but the biggest issue is the blockchain technology with its best purpose, or at least that's going to drive value for our crypto that we can invest in, is really for its open source nature and its decentralized nature, and it's a public ledger technology. With blockchain tech, they're still having scaling issues. So if a company's going to keep something private, they might be better off using something like Hyperledger, Hashgraph, or digital ledger technology, not blockchain per se. So I think they have a future. They're going to work on them, but really kind of defeats the purpose of the transparency nature that blockchain was created for. And there's other options that can perform just the same functions almost that already have scale. So we'll see what they decide to do here in the future, but that's kind of my take on public versus private blockchains and other options for private blockchains. There you go, Todd, you're on.
I mean, that's OMG. Once I said in Discord, definitely not a strong coin. I think it was around $1.35. I just said I wouldn't like to see this $1.20, $1.22 level giveaway. Need to see this thing firm up. So we've got a good day going today. Let's see now if we can take out this $1.60 level and keep them moving there. Again, one that's sold out and could rally early if it just start taking out some buy stops here. And if Bitcoin gives us another surge. Bitcoin setting here at 38.90 where it's just been setting. So.
Oh, Pedro said that the Theta snapshot took earlier today. Did they move that up? I don't think it was on the 12th before. Well, there you have it, guys. The Theta snapshot already happened. That's why you're seeing some more of the red candle. I think it probably has a little lower to go if people do their fundamental research. Like I said, I did some digging. I think the T-fuel is what really is going to drive utilization and really going to drive value appreciation compared to the Theta token itself. So take that for what it's worth, and we'll have to keep an eye on that one. And I might have to lower my level of entry into Theta and maybe start looking at how I can get my hands on T-fuel instead. I'll let you guys know in Discord.
That was a pretty classic 5 waves up Elliott wave. The third wave extended. So this blue wave here at 3 did its own 5 waves up. And on the break, you would expect support back here, maybe in the first wave down, and then support again down here at the previous 4th. So I'm just guessing if Elliott wave, I'd say this is A down, we'll mouse around for a B, and could come back down here, spring these levels, and get closer down to this 9-cent level. Just my guess on Theta. I don't really trade that one hardly at all. And then I'm going to go over ZRX USD. Same type of thing, not performing well, but starting to dig in like some of these alts are. So it get a lot more exciting if we can get up here and take out these previous highs and maybe have another run there. So been a dog, but cross your fingers.
And you want to take a look at ADA before I get to this Overstock article, and maybe you can take a look at that chart for the Overstock traditional company as well.
ADA USD.
BTC is what they're requesting.
ADA BTC, 2 hour. I mean, I guess same thing. I think continue higher. Need to take out, we took out these highs, need to take out these 2 highs here. So I'd be long with a stop trailing here at the 1055 level or whatever this was. Let that thing keep working higher.
There you go. Let me steal this screen on back. So, Overstock's Medici acquires stake in blockchain banking startup. Overstock has already historically put a lot of money and really rolling the dice on blockchain technology and Bitcoin. That's why it saw a massive price spike in its stock. It was towards, 2017 already? That's where we had some buys here on Learn Crypto, rode it to the top, and it got real weak with the crypto market. Medici Ventures, the blockchain investment arm of Overstock, has acquired a 5.1% equity stake in blockchain banking startup Bancorus. Interesting name. Announcing the news on Monday, Overstock said Bancorus blockchain platform allows individuals and institutions to securely buy, sell, store, and lend digital assets. So it looks like it's an all-in-one exchange, custodian, and a lending platform. Maybe some competition for some of these crypto lending platforms we see out here like Salt and, dare I say, BitConnect. Bancorus has built a revolutionary blockchain banking platform that dovetails nicely with Medici Ventures' goals of eliminating the middleman, democratizing capital, and rehumanizing commerce by helping individuals access and control their own digital assets. Essentially, we are all going to be our own bank. We're not going to have to pay all these middleman fees, and we're going to be able to spend our money with whoever, whenever, 24/7, globally. That's really what the promise is of this new monetary system with Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. And here's another individual in a big company, a big bank, agreeing with our outlook for Bitcoin moving forward. What does the traditional stock look like, Todd? Is there an opportunity here? We believe in blockchain and cryptocurrencies. Is there an opportunity to put a little bit of your 401k dollars to work with a traditional company here in the future?
I think Overstock, is turned the tables. I think it's working higher. And I gave the buy on Galaxy Digital that doubled. So Overstock here, it goes back to above 90. We had some distribution here, a big up thrust on major news. That's what that day was. But down here, we've got a little bit of accumulation. This could be a preliminary support over here. And also the level just caught here a week ago. You can see down here, technometer oversold. First time in a while, except going back here the day of the selling climax. So showing you that it was probably worth a buy there. And then this was definitely an oversold technometer. I got an arrow here marking showing that volume has really came in off these lows to the upside. You can see here a little bit of selling came in here while price collapsed, and then we've had some volume really coming in, and you can see all the big volume here. So this is the daily volume, the green and the red bars, but the OP is the intraday real volume, and it's showing that continued buying is coming in. So I'd buy this on any oversold dip. Might get another one here, especially if Bitcoin would fall off. I should be kicked in the ass for missing this one at 18, because that was, you jumped resistance and you backed up to it. So these 5 days of selling, that was a giveaway down here with the technometer. So probably get another chance. If nothing else, I think you'll probably work higher here to 25, 26, and then maybe buy an ABC pullback after that.
There we go. And pertaining to Todd's Elliott wave for Theta, he was doing that on USD chart. As far as Bitcoin is concerned, that would be right at the price levels I was putting in Discord. That would put you right around between 2,300 and 25, more towards the 2,350 sat level for Theta, if that was ending fifth wave, and then we're going to have a little bit of a correction here, and you have an opportunity to buy the C at that price point. What else you guys got? That's all the news we got. We went through a lot of technical analysis. Of course, we did the giveaway. If you're just tuning in, like, share, subscribe, do all that jazz. But we kind of reward you for being an active participant. Leave a comment in the comment section below with your Rapids RPD wallet address or your Telegram handle if you're in the RPD tip bot for your chance to win 10,000 RPD each and every show. What you got going on, Todd? We're just hanging out now. We're at 7:07. We might get a few questions, but I feel good today. We had the jump forward or whatever, so I don't know if it's because the sun's just not going down. It was still sunny in here when we came in here or what, but I still feel pretty energized.
Whoa, easy does it.
Or whoa, easy does it. What was in those burritos you fed me or something?
Right.
Whoa, I need an easy does it on those things.
I've been in there a couple of years. I'll give you all my food that's past expiration. Give me back the screen here, because I got to brag a little bit. This is Galaxy Digital, and one day back here, late November, it gapped down and traded below $1. I gave a buy live on air saying that was a giveaway, and that's $2 now. So, and I've said also that's one you just want to put away and not look at. I think that one. I think cryptos is good, and that thing's just going to go higher.
Yeah, I think you look at that one once Bitcoin approaches like $30,000. That's when you start to look,
right.
Hey, what is Galaxy Digital worth? Oh, shit.
Right. Be like 42 or something. But I'd probably buy a dip on that as well. So if we get some type of dip, just wanted to show that.
Gary O'Connell says he has a pork blaster. Let's see what you got here, Gary. You got the pork blaster. Let's hear it.
That's scary.
Oh.
He's probably got his bags full, so now he's going to give it to us.
What you got, Gary? What's your pork blaster? This is when something is looking pretty good, does some high-level consolidation, and moonshots, jumps on the Learn Crypto rocket ship over there and gives us some nice gains.
I know one he likes, but I don't know if he's going to give it to us.
I've got balls of steel.
KNC.
All right, here we go. Let's see a couple questions here. Somebody said, what do you think of Waves is a good long-term hold? I think Waves is a nice platform for building. Here's the thing. I think Waves is a nice, good hold. You're going to be getting some of these other tokens for holding Waves over an extended period of time here. But the thing is that a lot of people aren't really linking yet. What Binance is doing with their DEX, where people are going to be able to make their own tokens, that is going to be a centralized direct competitor of Waves. Is that going to help hurt their potential growth, hurt their user base? Potentially. Binance has a lot of users on their centralized exchange. I think a lot of those will trust that the DEX is a good platform as well, and what they are doing with the DEX, with this coin generation, I think is going to be a direct competitor for Waves moving forward. So I think that is something really to keep an eye on. I was just thinking about that earlier today, so good question. Hilton Stone says, do you have any thoughts on HPB? Not off the top of my head. I can do some research for you. Like I said, I believe you are in our Patreon group, so if you're in the Discord, hit me up in the Crypto FA room, tag me, and ask me that, and I'll go ahead and get to that as soon as I can. Probably tomorrow morning, though, because I have worked all day. Then I'm doing the show, and then, I got to do stuff at home, too.
Gary just gave it, KBC. I didn't know if he'd share it.
KBC.
Yeah, that's the one he likes. I knew that.
You got a chart on that, or what?
I'll bring it up here in a minute. No, I don't have a chart. I have to go to CoinMarketCap.
Whoa. Well, here's the problem with it. Maybe it is going to be a moonshot, but I never like when I don't know what the circulating supply is, especially when the total supply is so large. We've seen this in the past where this thing will garnish some nice price action, and then it's revealed just how many are circulating, and that thing goes plummeting back down to the ground. So I'd be keeping a close eye on that.
He's looking for a 10-banger.
Yeah. Well, what's your time frame on that? We'll take a look.
Next week.
I've never heard of it. I'll have to take a look at it, though. It has been on a nice little uptrend here. Going from about 2 pennies to 3 pennies over the past month or so.
Software updates. I mean, it does work for me. I usually post a lot in Discord, and I put it on here. We have had an issue overnight, and my developers wanted me to switch the server backends. It's a $17,000 upgrade. I haven't agreed to do that yet. We're talking again probably tomorrow or the next day. I'm trying to get it where it'll work for everybody. Right now, it's really just working for my own use. So I want to give me the screen back too.
Yeah, and then real quick, I'll just answer Josh.
HT.
HDAC is kind of in the same boat as KBC. Not a lot of information out there. It's ranked like number 1800 because there is no circulating supply available to the public. So I'd have to actually look at their Block Explorer and do a little more forensics myself. I don't like when their circulating supply is not available. We've seen that really bite some people in the past, namely with PundyX, which is a big name, NPXS. That's one that I never touched for that very reason. And when it was found out how much was circulating, that price just catapulted, fell off the cliff there.
Damn, he says 40 cents by July. We're going to need to put a disclaimer on that.
Well, we're not going to be here on YouTube. I'm just going to go ahead, dump 1,000 into this and watch it go to 40 cents, and I'm done.
No doubt.
We need a disclaimer. Gary O'Connell, we do know who he is. He is the jokester of the channel. He has made some good calls in the past, but you're going to get your own disclaimer because we are not affiliated with him, and this is not financial advice.
There is a high degree of risk involved in trading cryptocurrencies. Our thoughts and ideas are for entertainment purposes only. Please consult your personal advisor or do your own research. Past results are not indicative of future returns.
Yo.
All right, you're up.
Shopify. I mentioned this. I mentioned this on the broadcast last week. This is unbelievably good action. Market's falling apart. Came down to 125. Been a rocket ship back up. I didn't catch that. I did buy it here Friday at 187. We're at 202. I mean, this looks like continued accumulation. Would love to see a pullback. You know, if stocks would fall apart, this thing fall back to 180, it'd be perfect. 175. Not sure that'll happen, so I'm just going to try to accumulate when I can get what I think is a low risk area. So we're long that. That one looks like a home run. Still.
I told you the story, Todd. When I first started, my first career in the traditional markets 4 years ago for this institution, I started buying Shopify and trying to explain it, and people were just like, oh, yeah, okay, that's a fly-by-night. Yeah. I don't understand how that works, how they're going to generate revenue. They're getting losses. And unfortunately for me, just in the industry, so my 401k was only what I was getting per paycheck. I didn't really have liquid cash in there. So I did get some shares at much lower prices. But now you're seeing over the past 2 years, this thing start to explode. Rapids.shop with their shop, you're seeing a lot of these crypto shops using Shopify plugins, meaning they're building it via Shopify, and it just creates an awesome atmosphere and environment for people to have an e-commerce presence, especially for small scale people who are just looking to maybe sell some shirts or something like that. So that's Kylie where Jenner, it's really growing.
Yeezy, Drake, all of them have used it. And just locally here, we have a friend, Carrie and I do, that's got a boutique. And she just went to Shopify like 2 months ago. And her online businesses went from like zero to incredible heights, all because of Shopify. And then they also will loan you money against your sales for any purpose, but mostly just to increase your business. So they're doing that as well. I think long term, that's a home run. It's not cheap and a growth stock, but if you're looking for that, that's got to be one that leads us higher. And I definitely would buy breaks. So do your own research.
Trevor Elliott is wondering my opinion on ETN. That is Electroneum. It's really hard to believe. Yes, Electroneum was an ICO, so you might have some security regulation down the road after the ICO. I remember eating dinner with Todd and being like, holy cow, this ICO I was involved with just rocketed to 18.5 cents at the highs there. man, it has fallen. It is something like half a penny or something like that right now. Now, I do like what they stand for, where they're really trying to get mass adoption. I think that, you know, you have a lower risk because it is so far off the highs of when these things turn around. The tide is going to raise all boats. They still have their mining application. I don't really like the mining application. I'm not too impressed by that. But what I am recently impressed by is they created a smartphone, and it's gonna be $80. It's gonna have the ETN wallet built in. It's gonna have the ETN mining system built in, and they're really marketing it to low net worth individuals in poor countries, starting in Africa. And I think there's an opportunity there, because although people are unbanked in Southeast Asia and Africa, and they don't have a lot of money, everybody's got some phones. Now, these new iPhones they can't afford, but maybe the new ETN $80 smartphone is something they could afford, and their monetary system over there is a kind of a wreck as well. They've been starting to use cryptocurrency since Binance and others have been moving into that ecosystem, and maybe ETN can find a little niche in there. So what also scares me with ETN a little bit is a coin that has a large total supply, something like 21 billion, and currently there's only 9 billion circulating. So I'd have to look at their inflation dynamics to see how stable that's going to be moving forward. But, you know, I like what they stand for. And the reason I say it's kind of a low risk here, like I said, it was like 18 cents at the highs or something like that when I was sitting there with Todd. And right now we're at something like half a penny. So I think there is an opportunity there for some gains. But it's not one that I'm saying, oh, this is going to be revolutionary and change the world like I believe Bitcoin and others will. What you got over there, Todd?
I was looking at a Bitcoin short positions rise. I was looking at that article real quick. Don't see anything worth reporting. I kind of already mentioned that early. Nothing there. I had BAT up here. I'd showed this earlier. This is the big Beezy's pick. You know, it has trying to jump resistance, pulling back to it. So not sure there. Still might be able to keep doing the thing. I wouldn't like to see it fall back below this 0.172 or so, these levels here. Then that'd be labeled an up thrust, which would not be good. BNB, BTC, holding the gains right back to the highs. So not backing up there. Again, strong, stay strong, just like Shopify, Litecoin, BNB, whatever. Buy strength, sell weakness. Definitely a Wyckoff rule.
Ugh, I need that to stop its parabolic advance. I need to buy more, but I'm not chasing it up here. I'm not doing it, Todd. Can't do it.
That's a tough one.
You can't convince me.
I'd buy at 30. I'd buy back here at 33 probably. 33,000 maybe.
There you go. Bitcoin Jedi coming in here a little late. Hey, we talked about XRP being added to the Trust wallet. You didn't get to see that. And Bitcoin Jedi said, one of my colleagues told me today they bought 64,000 XRP. Whoa. Could be a decent opportunity there. XRP has been lagging Litecoin and the others with these recent rallies. Hopefully, you know, a lot of people are saying Litecoin, the month of March is XRP month or whatever. There's a lot of good news coming out around it, but it's really just not pushing that price action, and really XRP is currently stuck bouncing below that 33 cent mark. So we really need to break that 33 cent level and see what we can get out there.
It's not acted well.
And we're about to wrap this up.
I'm going to show KMD before we leave.
Yeah, and with KMD, Komodo, fundamentally, it is a lot and more coins are starting to use their platform for atomic swaps. It is great. They do take a pretty large fee, which means that the Komodo team keeps getting funding over there. But my really concern there is, where does the KMD value start coming from? I just happen to know. I'm not going to name names. A coin reached out trying to get Komodo atomic swaps. They didn't request for KMD staking. They didn't request for KMD payment, which would be value propositions for that coin. But instead, they requested US dollars or Bitcoin. So that's just what I'm saying there. We'll see how the value propositions, maybe governance starts to come into play down the road. But the technology and the team behind it are very strong.
I've got a chart here. I mean, this one I mentioned buying back here that I have marked. So really just break even. We maybe kind of jump some downtrend resistance here. I'd probably use a stop somewhere over here at 80, 81. I think I'd give up short term. Just need that thing to come alive again above this dollar level. Which, again, I think some of these will, especially if Bitcoin can break out here to the upside, which I still expect. That's it.
That's what we got. And we got What do we got here? Maverick Gold says, I sold my bat at 35 cents late last year because of your Twitter call. I don't know if you're referring to me or Todd, but that is awesome. Right now, even after this nice bullish action out of bat, it is still only 19 cents, so you're still substantially higher. And we did have buys around the 3,000 to 3,100 sat level, and that would be the full retrace after the Coinbase Pro and Coinbase listing. And we did get as low as 29.70, so nailing it on the buyback as well if you've been following us. And really, a lot of that information, now that we do have a Patreon and Discord, you probably noticed we don't post as many charts on Twitter. We still give all the details here on YouTube, but we're not here every day. That's because we kind of have a fiduciary obligation to those in Patreon to really help them and give them all of our trading calls so they really get a benefit for what they're paying for on a monthly basis. Glad you can make some gains there.
And I sell a Pro Trader subscription. So like TLT, GDX, if people are paying for those, I try to throw them in here. Try to delay it just a hair, but we give quite a bit of stuff away for free.
And then I guess
throw it in Discord too.
Before we head out of here, somebody just threw in sells rims for Lambos. That is a great name. We got to look at Neo.
Down got it up. And not doing much here. We've been friendly with this thing. I mentioned last broadcast when it came down here, I wasn't worried because I liked the way Bitcoin was acting. So we did come back to 950, back to 850. Once again, I would hate to see this 810 level giveaway, but I think we can continue to work it higher. If it's got a triangle here, I mean, it's forming just like Bitcoin is really. So some type of triangle here for continued gains is what I'd be trying to play for.
And the RSI I'm looking on Binance is dead middle neutral. So there is some upside room there if you're somebody who follows RSIs. And the moving averages are also looking positive as well.
Digibyte we like for further strength.
Yep. And Daniel, we already looked at Digibyte a little earlier, so you should check that out. We even had a sell target up there. I'm not going to tell you because I'm going to make you watch this whole video because that's just what I got to do.
And same thing, XLM, another one of the alts trying to come alive. So that's what it's done here in the last few days as well. So again, I think some of those will just keep popcorn higher, and just some of these will are oversold, need to get going. So we've had good volume here on XLM. So maybe, I guess we shook off Peter Brandt.
Yeah, Peter Brandt said that was going to zero, so that's why it's heading upwards now. Gosh, people are so... And now I guarantee by tomorrow we'll see a chart and be like, whoa, XLM just jumped the creek. It's looking good to go to 15.
And I like Peter.
And
he'll get my problem.
Yeah.
He's been beat up on Twitter, so I don't know what he's doing. They were jumping on that.
G Money, non-crypto related, said that Odell Beckham Jr. has just been traded to the Browns. I don't know if that's true or not, but that is some breaking news here on Learn Crypto.
Breaking news.
And then Trevor Elliott said Aircoins. I don't know if we have that chart available currently. Aircoins app is really cool if you guys haven't tried it. Download it on Android or iOS. It is the Pokemon Go of cryptocurrencies. Collect free crypto, a bunch of partner coins. RPD just happened. They're going to be listed there by the end of the month as well, I believe. This is something we talked about. Chris Canine, if you're in here, when did we talk about Aircoins the first time? Like 5-6 months ago. So if you've been collecting this whole time, congratulations. You got some nice bags over there on that app.
I want to take the chart one more time here. I've been calling, because when the Dow was breaking down late last year, everybody was bearish. I was on here stating that we weren't going to collapse. I thought we was doing an ABC down. That was correct. This A got higher than I expected. I still think we're working on some type of B wave, and then we'll reevaluate. But I definitely didn't sell these lows. I was saying that I thought stocks were going to dig in. Cryptos would too. So did not panic sell that. A lot of people were bearish there. Cash was high. Short positions was high, etc. So I still think we go sideways here, and then stocks probably go to new highs some point in the months ahead. And that helps cryptos. That's all I got.
There we go. That was actually a really good show. That felt good.
It felt good.
Oh, that felt good. The bags are looking good. The green bars are looking good, and we're capitalizing on the volatility in these markets. If you want more than just this YouTube or our Twitter, yes, it does cost money, but we do, of course, now have a Patreon with a private Discord. Love to have you guys over there. Love to answer any and all of your questions. And there we go. As a token of appreciation, we do Patreon-only live shows and Patreon-only giveaways as well.
G Money, late. Johnny Cool just getting here.
Man, you guys are late. Cool. We killed the show tonight. You got to watch the replay, Johnny. EOS is doing some interesting things behind the scenes, guys. We're looking on entries there. We'll have more information as things come out. I got to mention that because Johnny M. Cool's in here, and that's our EOS man.
Since the Beezy shut down, I guess we got Gary O'Connell all the time.
I've been banned from better shows than this. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully you learned a little bit. Catch us on Twitter. Catch us on Discord. Catch us on Patreon. We're all over the place, always willing to help you out. Help triple those bags here in this crypto ecosystem. So until next time, stay tuned for your daily updates on cryptocurrencies right here at Learn Crypto.
And you know how it is here.
I'm rich, bitch!
Well, hey, stay positive, pal. Most people, when they lose, they whine and quit. But you got to be there for the turns. Everybody's got good luck, everybody's got bad luck. Don't run when you lose.
Play hard, play clean. Be careful out there.
We'll see you all again. Sleep tight.